This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
And good Saturday evening to you. Hope you've dealt okay with all of the heat and then the storms rolling through the area. Happy to report we're seeing weakening across the Treasure Coast. Still some moderate rain and some lingering lightning. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning that was just allowed to expire for Palm Beach County. And this shaded pink area, that's a severe thunderstorm watch through 8 p.m. So another hour that we could see strong to severe storms in this region. Look at all of that lightning in inland Palm Beach County. All of this is pushing to the south at about 10 miles per hour. And again, that severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. But we had a mesoscale convective complex moving through northern portions of the state today associated with that frontal boundary that's pushed toward our area. So that was the instigator for some afternoon showers and storms. Add to it all of the daytime heat and humidity. So we're seeing the lightning winding down, weakening across portions of southern Martin County near Indiantown and Port Mayaca. Stewart looking dry right now, as well as Jensen Beach, Port St. Lucie. Some light to moderate rain across portions of St. Lucie County, and some pockets of heavier rain across portions of Okeechobee County with those little areas of red right there, and some dissipating lightning strikes. Also, some pockets of heavier rain in southwestern Indian River County. But the overall trend through your evening will be for the weakening of storms, and you can see that on the Vipercast model, pretty much quiet by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Now tomorrow, Father's Day, so a lot of folks have outdoor plans. It's going to be hot and humid. Now, the one good thing with the storms this afternoon, they cooled us down. Right now we're looking at current temperatures around 78 degrees Port St. Lucie, 75 Fort Pierce, and 72 degrees in Sebastian. So your hour by hour forecast through this evening, storms will be winding down and temperatures will be dropping down into the low 80s and upper range of the 70s. Stay tuned. I'll be back in just a few minutes with your hour by hour forecast for Father's Day.
This week, the Indian River County Sheriff's Office released body camera video from a recent deputy-involved shooting. While the sheriff says the video appears to justify the shooting, a group of civil rights activists say the video tells a different story. Contact 5 investigator Dave Bowman has the latest from the investigation.
Hey, you hear me? I'm going to open this door. You keep your hands out the window.
This is where deputies say Jamal Frederick created danger and was later shot several times. Indian River County Sheriff Eric Flowers says deputies pulled over the car Frederick was riding in after a report of shots fired in a nearby neighborhood.
They were looking for this vehicle. They knew that it was a suspect vehicle in weapons and in burglaries.
But when we showed the video to Indian River County NAACP Chair Tony Brown and 2 leading pastors, they had a different take.
He was a suspect and he was running away. You shot indiscriminately, and to my community, you endangered the lives of my people.
Brown then brought us to the scene of the first volley of shots, where a home under construction has more than 20 holes from what he believes are bullets fired by deputies that missed their target.
The elevation, because of the height of this high and where they were shooting from, those bullets would be about chest high on me and you.
Deputies have not said how many bullets struck Jamal Frederick. Sheriff Flowers says there's nothing in his deputy's body camera video that shows the fleeing Frederick pointing a gun at deputies chasing him. The sheriff says we should question why Frederick grabbed a gun before he fled.
Why did he need to take that gun with him? Why didn't he just run? If he wanted to flee from our deputies, why not just run, right? He chose to take that gun with him. He chose to arm himself.
Tony Brown and many leaders in the Black community want an outside investigation. Right now, the sheriff's office is conducting its own with internal affairs. Jamal Frederick is still recovering in the hospital. Well, in recent weeks, we've told you about several pool companies in our backyard that are being investigated by law enforcement agencies, allegedly taking money but never finishing the jobs. Consumer investigator Jessica Bruno says she's hearing from people who have had their pools installed but are experiencing some major issues.
Donna Mendelka has been underwater now for 3 weeks. She tells me Premier Pools keeps promising they'll come out and fix the issues with her pool, but it hasn't happened yet.
At first glance, it's a beautiful pool. But when you take a closer look,
Okay, let's start on this side. Okay.
Donna Mandelko's brand new $75,000 pool is already sinking to dire levels.
It's just been a nightmare. We filled up the pool, and then within 3 days after that, we noticed that the water level started dropping.
She thinks this crack at the bottom,
And every single day, I am having to put water in this pool,
is to blame.
So now what is happening is all the water where this crack is going somewhere. And now it's caused our travertine, which is close to our foundation, to start dropping.
Mandelko has been waiting for the Stewart Company Premier Pools to come out and fix that issue for about a week, along with a laundry list of other problems, including safety rails that haven't been finished and a leaking pump. She says the pool failed inspection because of it.
You know, you wanted something that was going to be nice, that you could relax and enjoy, and they've taken that away from me.
Contact 5 called the owner of Premier Pools several times on Wednesday.
My name is Jessica Bruno, and I'm a reporter with WPTV.
Right after I left that message, he called Mandelko back and told her all of the issues would be fixed. He called Contact 5 back on Thursday morning, saying supply chain issues and a plaster shortage are really slowing his crews down. Experts say that the supply chain issue is a big problem right now for a lot of companies.
There are still significant restrictions and lockdowns in China. So as long as you need a product that has to come on a port, plane, boat from China, it's going to be delayed. That's just a reality.
A reality that everyone is adapting to right now. But Mandelko is still not satisfied with that explanation.
The communication with this company is horrible.
I'm Contact 5 consumer investigator Jessica Bruno, WPTV News Channel 5.
One of those pool companies facing heat on the Treasure Coast is Amore Pools. This week, the first witnesses were called in the trial for a man accused of defrauding more than 100 pool customers out of millions of dollars. Brian Washburn, who helped run Amore Pools, is facing numerous felonies. An FDLE investigator, a deputy building official, and another Port St. Lucie employee testified about pulling permits for pools. Washburn's attorney hinted at the defense strategy, saying Washburn's wife's name was the one on the license used to pull permits, not Brian's. His attorney also blamed the pandemic and workforce supply chain issues for the problems.
Is there any place on that document with the name of Brian Washburn?
No.
He owns zero. Nothing. He has no interest in that corporation whatsoever. It's Crystal Washburn. Her name is on the corporation papers. She owns 100% of it.
Brian faces 12 felony charges ranging from money laundering, false information on an application for a contractor's license, organized scheme to defraud, and fraudulent use of personal identification information. A trial date has still not been set for Crystal Washburn, who remains in jail tonight on a more than $1 million bond. Martin County leaders say they are taking action to protect water resources on the Treasure Coast. County commissioners passed a new watering ordinance they hope will conserve billions of gallons of water every day. The year-round ordinance applies to unincorporated parts of Martin County. According to the new rules, if your address ends in an odd number or the letter N through Z, you are permitted to water on Wednesday and Saturdays only. Those with an even address or the letters A through M can water on Thursday and Sundays only. Watering is not allowed between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Now, exclusive Treasure Coast stories from our partners at TC Palm.
Local school media specialists are on the hot seat in their new role, arbiters of book challenges. TC Palm's top premium story this week looks at how the role of media specialists in local school districts has changed in recent years. There was a time when a media specialist job was perusing lists of books to recommend to engage students to read. These days, it's defending their book choices. More than 150 books in Indian River County school media centers were challenged this year. Only 5 were permanently removed. 20 books in St. Lucie County schools were challenged, all of which were temporarily removed as officials investigate. The last formal book challenge in Martin County was about 4 years ago. Media specialists across the country who previously approved these books are concerned for their safety. American Association of School Librarians President Jennison Lucas said media specialists have been publicly criticized. Some have reported being physically threatened and followed home, making them fear for their family's safety. A new state law requires media specialists receive additional training in 2023. Also this week, TC Palm features 5 things to do with Dad on the Treasure Coast for Father's Day. Find out where, and for more exclusive Treasure Coast content, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm Executive Editor Adam Neal for TC Palm.
And we're still tracking some strong storms across the area. How long will they continue through your Saturday evening? Plus, your Father's Day forecast coming up after the break.
School's out for the summer and teens just got a lot more free time. The Boys and Girls Club program paying teens to go to camp. And the new school making history in Martin County and looking to be a game changer for its first crop of students.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Well, if you have teenagers at home, you probably know nothing motivates them more than money to be productive over their summer break. That's why the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County is actually paying them to come to camp this summer. The trade-off, they say, is that they learn life skills that ultimately pay back our community. Where you and I see basketball drills, Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County sees an opportunity to get teens thinking about their futures.
You could be a sports coach, you could be a basketball coach, football coach.
Director Cynthia Sanchez says 95 teens are signed up to spend their summer at the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County's Into the Future Workforce Readiness Program. Where they're pretty much getting paid up to $50 per week to have fun.
Instead of being at home and in the streets doing whatever, they come here to a safe place where they can have fun.
The club leaders see each activity as a way to learn important skills. Out here, leadership and teamwork.
So here teens get to prep food.
They can also learn about the culinary industry and learn skills needed for hospitality jobs.
So this is our innovation lab.
Even gaming comes with important lessons.
Learn how to code, how to create their own game, and just overall what that industry entails.
The club touches on resume building, criminal justice careers. There are golf lessons, even drone classes that piqued club member Mia Morrison's interest.
You're not just working for a little wage or working to make a little bit of money. You're actually getting an experience and getting an education.
They can even make extra money by selling food off of a food truck.
Learn customer service, learn how to give proper change back.
Giovanni Lopez says he's loved learning more about finance.
Not much schools really teach about finance or how to deal with your money or budget it, so this was like a really good learning experience.
Hallie Daniels says it's helping her better prepare for a law career.
The Boys and Girls Club has taught me a lot about resumes and just being more professional and being able to apply yourself to do the things you need to do.
Teens at the club can also make money during the school year, but it's a little less. It's up to $25 a week. It's all made possible from really generous donations from Bank of America, the Children's Services Council, and the city of Fort Pierce. Well, while many people are flocking to the Sunshine State, others are being priced out. And if you're at risk of being evicted, it's important to know that you do have rights as a tenant. The St. Lucie County Housing Division is hosting an eviction prevention clinic. This gives you a chance to ask legal experts questions about the eviction process. Make sure you bring all of your important documents like notices from your landlord, your current lease agreement if you have one, proof of payment, and of course any other court documents. The clinic is on Thursday, July 7th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's at the Fenn Center. It will eventually become the first high school in the village of Indiantown. And this week, that project took a major step forward. WPTV's Lucie County explains how it will be a game changer for Martin County.
A groundbreaking ceremony and a distinct signal that change is on the horizon. Tuesday, the Martin County School District celebrated a partnership with Indian River State College, marking a major milestone. They're coming together to build a brand new high school in Indiantown. The village already has an elementary and middle school.
Not a high school, not a chartered school.
Phyllis Waters Brown remembers growing up in the school district. She says the high school is long overdue. The nearest high school is 20 miles away.
We were bused from Indiantown to Martin County High School.
Because the village sits on the western edge of Martin County, Waters Brown believes Indiantown is often disconnected.
Indiantown has been a jewel hidden for so long. So to have a school come, a high school come, is awesome. It's a great opportunity.
The technical school is an opportunity for students to learn the skills needed to enter the workforce right after graduation.
Education is top. That is a key to everything. That's something that no one can take from you.
There's always going to be a job for an electrician, a gas technician.
Deborah Banks agrees. She's been an Indiantown resident for 43 years and spent most of her days as a teacher.
It's time for everyone to have a chance to be successful at different things.
A chance to be successful by breaking down economic barriers and keeping educational opportunities within reach.
We have things that we need there, but we're getting them slowly, but we're getting them.
Lucie County, WPTV News Channel 5.
The high school will be open to 9th graders this fall at a temporary location. The school is hosting a series of informational sessions to encourage students to apply. We have all the details on our website, WPTV.com.
And it's been an active afternoon of weather and now continuing into the evening too. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch shaded in pink for Palm Beach County just through 8 p.m. So about another 45 minutes or so. Now we are watching these strong storms in central Palm Beach County that did prompt a severe thunderstorm warning. The warning has dropped, but they're still issuing statements saying that these storms are strong, producing excessive lightning, torrential rainfall, and the potential for small hail and gusty winds. All of this activity drifting to the south, and we are noticing the overall complex is weakening as it pushes south across the Sunshine State, but still lots of lightning mainly to the west of Wellington and Acreage, not too far from Lion Country Safari. Also some heavier pockets of rain too. Now as we move into Martin County, you can see just some lingering showers, but for the most part we are going to start to see the weather getting better over the next few hours here across St. Lucie County. Still some embedded pockets of moderate to heavy rain across portions of Okeechobee and across Indian River County. Generally light to moderate rain with things winding down over the next few hours. Well, before we had the storms, we had a lot of sunshine today, and it was a beautiful beach day if you were lucky enough to head out there and get some breaks from the heat with that beach breeze or maybe stepping in the ocean waters. It was a hot one today, 92 degrees in Vero Beach, but temperatures much cooler now with the rain-cooled air, 79 in Jupiter, 77 Port St. Lucie, Vero Beach 74 degrees, and it's only 72 degrees right now in Sebastian. So Vipercast keeps us winding down things tonight, quiet overnight. We start Father's Day looking pretty good, but by the middle of the afternoon, we'll start to see some sea breeze interactions once again with the potential for some strong to severe storms. So we'll be tracking that for you very closely, but it looks like the highest coverage, similar to today, will be inland areas. All right, here is your planner for Dad's Day, 82 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning, 89 by the lunch hour, 5 p.m., 88 degrees with a few storms. So storms ending tonight, overnight lows dropping down into the upper 70s. Then tomorrow, 91 degrees, hot and humid, winds out of the east at 15, a 50% chance of afternoon storms. If you're taking the boat out, the morning will be the best time. Make sure to stay hydrated. Seas about 2 feet. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures staying hot tomorrow, a little bit cooler Monday, and relatively dry Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with higher end storm chances by next Saturday.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 106.3 sports team.
What's going on, everybody? Terry Smith, the ESPN 106.3. It's really hard to leave a program that you helped build and was a part of for 8 years, but it's a great feeling to come back and see that they're flourishing just like you thought they would.
I'm talking about Jeremy Bell. Bell was a part of the Treasure Coast High School football team coaching staff for 8 years, from 2013 to 2021. He would move on to become the head football coach at Atlantic High School in the Daytona Beach area. This weekend, he came back to the area to play against some familiar faces, such as his old school at the Kaiser University team camp. He's usually on the same side as Treasure Coast, but not anymore. He's playing against them.
It's different. It's fun, but it's different. You know, most of the kids I helped, I was a JV head coach for as long as I was there, except for like 3 years. So all the kids grew up under me. Now I watch all my babies, be grown men, getting scholarships and, being dominant. That's a great thing. That's a great feeling. Oh, man, I'm super proud, man. The hard work, everything we went through, man, going from 0-9 in 2014 to the power they are now. We got South Florida Power scared to schedule them. I'm proud to see the growth in the program.
And that's a look at sports.
With the current price of eggs, keeping chickens looks more and more attractive, but an ordinance in Martin County has some saying not so fast. New details on how city leaders are handling the ongoing trash pileups in Port St. Lucie. This week, we told you about how officials are considering giving residents financial relief. The options on the table are dropping the millage rate impacting property taxes, or giving residents a one-time credit, or possibly a mix of both options.
I would be in support of aggressively going big and going bold.
In the meantime, complaints are piling up about the trash issues. Residents have been reporting rat problems, maggot infestations, and sanitation concerns. Last month, Waste Pro said pickups could get back on track if it could pause recycling. The city gave that a chance, but says it didn't help. The city's new waste collection provider has started running a few trucks to help out before their contract begins in September, but at an extra cost. The city has also unveiled a new email specifically for residents waiting a week or more for trash pickup. It is Waste Pro lawsuit at cityofpsl.com. The city will use the complaints to prove Waste Pro is not meeting the terms of its contract. The city says so far in court, Waste Pro has denied being far behind schedule. Well, Martin County has decided for now that chickens have their place, and it's not in residential backyards. WPTV's John Shaman caught up with one woman who was hoping the idea wouldn't ruffle too many feathers.
We got some Roma tomatoes, eggplant.
Amber D'Angelo is proud of her vegetable garden.
peppers, some jalapenos, habanero.
Her backyard is no barnyard, but she'd like to bring in some chickens.
I have a sister who has a little farm up in Pennsylvania. So they raise chickens for eggs and some chickens for meat.
D'Angelo spurred a new effort to allow backyard chickens in Martin County.
Just like having a garden, you have this satisfaction of growing your own food.
She spent months gathering information on raising chickens while raising her daughter.
I want to share like the things that I love with them. Depending on the breed, they don't really make much noise. Like if they're laying an egg, they get excited.
I would love to just have like an ordinance like signed in.
The idea was up for discussion at Tuesday's Martin County Commission meeting. Some spoke out against it.
Chickens are very filthy. They bring snakes, they bring rats, they bring foxes. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
A representative from the Martin County Sheriff's Office wrote in that chickens shouldn't be kept in any residential zoned location whatsoever due to noise and unsanitary conditions. Right now, residential chicken coops are permitted in unincorporated Indian River and St. Lucie counties. In St. Lucie County, only 4 out of nearly 24 applications have been approved. No backyard chickens are allowed in Palm Beach or Okeechobee counties.
Our regulations are the existing ones are probably the most important, are the most effective and appropriate for Martin County.
In the end, commissioners decided not to pursue any type of ordinance. John Shainman, WPTV, Treasure Coast News.
D'Angelo told John she's disheartened, but is looking at coming up with other possible avenues, perhaps a pilot program that commissioners might be agreeable to. Well, thank you for joining us from the Boys and Girls Club in St. Lucie County. Catch us again next Saturday, again at a location highlighting the diversity of the Treasure Coast. And you can, of course, find more stories about what's going on around this area at WPTV.com. Just click the Treasure Coast tab at the top of the website. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.